Right, hi everyone. I wasn't going to bring you along on this, but I was working away and I thought, oh, someone might just benefit from it. So this is what I'm doing, is I'm making a door for the polytunnel. Okay. So what we got is we've got the main door frame in the middle. It's much easier to build it. Build it like this, build it in situ, you know, on a flat surface, and then go and hoist it up to your polytunnel, you know, frame and all. So we've got, yeah, it's 3.5 inch by 2, so 3 by 2 really, and then 2 by 2 for the framing for the door. So what you do is, I mean, I wanted quite a high door, so it's 6'6" high, and I wanted it wide enough to get a wheelbarrow through and have clearance. So this is designed to go through for a wheelbarrow, and then for me to be able to basically jump through it. I'm 6'2", so 6'6" will give me plenty of room. And also think about it, if you're carrying a plant and the plant's sticking up over your head, you don't want to, you know, you don't want any lumper time. You don't want to be crawling through little holes, do you? So that's how we do it. Handy trick for this. So these 2x2s are just screwed together. Just one screw in each corner. I'm going to be getting some nail plates to go on. There's one cross section again there. And during the summer, this winter that'd be plastic up there, but during the summer I'll cut that out and put net on it. And then during the winter then I'll take the net off and I'll put plastic back on. These hinges, I don't know if you remember, it was a video probably 6, 8, I don't even know, ages ago. I did a video of boot sale when I did a roast dinner, one tray roast. Well, these are the hinges I got that day. It took me ages to find them. Really hardcore hinges. And what they do, the door, as it opens, it slightly lifts. So they're lift hinges, but also they totally lift off. So you can remove the door from its frame in hot weather. Not that we really get much of that here anymore, but we could be optimistic. And sometimes if you're going in and out all the time, you know, wheelbarrows, compost, all that sort of stuff, you know, a door could be a pain. You know, when it's swinging back and forth, you know, onto your plastic. So 2 heavy hinges, and then they're attached now. I've got them on, and I've got this cross section now I'm putting on. Just drilling in here now. I'm putting some 2 large screws straight through to support that, and then there'll be one at the bottom. But this one's going to be more of a batten from there to there, and that's going to be buried into the ground. And then we'll have P-clips then. When you're doing this, always make sure you've got quite a lot of space left over, quite a lot of timber sticking out top. Because I've made this so I can actually cut a little bit off the top of the frame if it's a bit too big. And I know it's too big, but I just did not want it to be too small. Not after going to this effort. Timber over here. That's my daughter having a spaz or something. Probably dropped a doll again. But timber's so expensive. So that's my polytunnel. Yeah, the hoops are up. I had to move this from the land. I just never got around to it. And also the sheet's expensive, and it's taken a while to save up to get in this position. It's hard to see how big it is, but it's 6'2" on the corner on the start of the bends on the side, so it's a high tunnel, and that's more than enough for what we need. So it's a big tunnel, and I've got the sheet. So it's started to be sunny today, if you can believe it, from about midday on, after ridiculous rain forever. That's why the grass is so long, because you can't mow wet grass. It just clogs the mowers up and stuff. but we might be in for a couple of days, so I might, if I'm really lucky. All the trenches are dug, but you can't tell because of the grass is so long. But I'm going to trim all that back now tomorrow, because it looks like we're going to have a good few days. And all the trenches are dug already, because this is going to be a buried sheet. And it goes up there past, that's a pigsty, that is. It's not finished, I've got to put a roof on, but weather stopped me again. There's a trench up there and a trench at the back and down, and trench here, and then the door's there. So that's what's happening. But anyway, so there we are. That's the basic idea. But mark my words, it's much easier to do the framing and the door on a flat surface before approaching, you know, your polytunnel with the hoops, you know. Of course, I haven't gone for the PVC type, which I don't like. They can't take the winds, they crash. Too much snow when they fold. Don't like them. You know, go for steel. You know, I got mine 8 years ago, and had to move it then when I sold the land. So it's here now, and that's where it's going. So anyway, enough of me rambling, but there we are. Just an idea. And I might, I don't know if anyone's interested, but I might bring the camera along this next few days in the journey until that polytunnel's finished. And don't know, let me know. Don't know, bye. Here's a little tip for you. You probably already know this, but if you haven't got the, you know, a lot of time with drills, you get the, you know, the ruler that comes out and you can measure, so you know where your stopping point is. But they've always get in my way, and you catch them and they snap. And so all I do here, I want to countersink this screw, because this is a large piece of timber here, you know, and that's a 4-inch screw, you know, and it's not going through. So I want to countersink it into about there, and then of course the power of the drill is going to push it into about there. And I got 2 holes, so I'll have, it's going to be like that, something like that. So what I do is I get my distance, then I put a bit of tape off one of my lighters. You know, I always keep tape on my lighters. Put a bit of tape on the spot where to stop at. One thing I noticed, change your tape if you're doing a lot of this and you need like the same piece of tape all day. And I know this is a metal drill bit, but you know what you're gonna do, it still works fine. Change your tape after a while, because it does heat up and melt back a bit, so your holes get deeper and deeper and deeper. So that's one to look out for. But for little jobs, that will. So I've only got to do 4 holes here, so I'll just use that, drill down to there, and I'm away. But I use that, and it always seems to serve me. Okay, ta.
Right, well that's it for part 1. That batten there, that's going to be buried in the ground. And that's him. It's a big one, but I want a big door on this polytunnel. Oh, even the cows agree. Right, anyway, there we are, I'm done. That's that bit. Take care all.